Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Hannah Wallace and we're here today at the Think Asia, Think Hong Kong event in London. And joining me is Thorsten Terweiden from InvestHK and Dora Ziambra from Azimo. We're talking about Hong Kong as a financial technology hub. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dora, let's start with you. Hong Kong is a major fintech hub. How have you worked with the centre and how have they helped you?
So InvestHK is a great champion of Hong Kong as the best city in Asia to set up a fintech company. We have worked with them for numerous years, especially because we've always had our radar in Asia, and Hong Kong is also a gateway to China. They have helped us in numerous ways, starting by understanding the legal and regulatory framework that's specific to the region. Secondly, by providing valuable introductions to key partners that can help us launch in Hong Kong. And lastly, giving us those local insights that only someone from Hong Kong can understand better than the foreign entities.
And Thorsten, can you give me some specific insight to how they have helped?
Our general service that we provide is a facilitation service that helps around bank account opening, company formation, help with staff recruitment, help with other legal topics, and specifically for fintech companies, and also in the case of Azimo, we can help with, explaining the fintech regulation in Hong Kong. We can make introductions to the regulator, and we really are there to help in any way necessary, and so companies can tap into that, and it's a service that is complementary and also confidential.
And Dora, what are your future plans for developing in Hong Kong?
The size of the peer-to-peer money transfer market in Hong Kong was $17 billion in 2015, according to the World Bank, with China, Thailand, and the Philippines being the top 3 receiving countries. Azimo is a peer-to-peer digital cross-border payments company. We allow people to send money to over 190 countries around the world in various payout methods, including mobile wallet, mobile top-up, cash pickup, in addition to bank account. This is important for people who live in emerging markets and potentially are financially included, meaning that they don't have a bank account. We are now expanding the Azimo service to Asia and allowing people from Hong Kong to send money abroad in a faster, cheaper, more convenient way compared to the existing solutions in the market.
And finally, Thorsten, what general advice would you give to fintechs hoping to start up in Hong Kong?
We would really say look at connecting with the right people in the ecosystem, talk to the fintech accelerator programs, reach out to the regulators, connect with some of the corporates, and also, of course, use us as InvestHK, who are the one-stop shop connector into the Hong Kong market. And what we do regularly, we help connect fintechs from overseas we make introductions with the regulators. There are 3 regulatory authorities. One is the banking regulator called Hong Kong Monetary Authority, the other one is the Securities and Futures Commission, and the third one is the Insurance Authority. So depending on what is relevant, we do that. And we also help prepare those meetings, and that kind of smoothens the way, hopefully, and takes the certain efforts out so that the companies can really focus on tweaking their service to the Hong Kong market, focus on building their product, and also get the picture right, understand where Hong Kong sits. And I would also add that Hong Kong has this superior connectivity to mainland China. Hong Kong has a stable and mature regulatory framework, but is also evolving. And I mentioned earlier the regulators, they're very keen to learn from the companies what they need in terms of regulatory change. And when we talk about payments, it's very interesting that the banking authority, they have now issued 15 so-called stored value facility licenses, SVF licenses. It's like a mini bank license, and it's interesting to see that this space is hotting up in such a way that in Q4 of 2016 alone, 5 such licenses were issued, and the vast majority of companies who acquired the license were non-banks, and so like the likes of Alipay and Tencent and so on. So there's mainland Chinese players coming to Hong Kong, acquiring these licenses, issuing e-money, setting up mobile wallets. So I think it's an exciting time to come to Hong Kong for payments companies.
We are really looking forward to continuing our relation with InvestHK and are very excited of our upcoming launch in the next few months with a goal to make Hong Kong Azimo's hub in Asia.
Dora, Thorsten, thank you very much for speaking with me today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'd just like to add that we look forward to welcoming Azimo in Hong Kong and hope to make it work, and add in the future also if there was any need for expanding the project. And I think Azimo will bring talent and innovation to Hong Kong, exactly what we need in our payment space.